What's up, Ruthless Nation? Here we are. It is Thursday, and you know what that means. It's Ruthless Racing Pro Series action, and this week it's from Pocono, Season 3, Race 10. And we'll see who's going to be able to tame the tricky triangle tonight up in the Pocono Hills of Pennsylvania. But nonetheless, qualifying has just got finished. And we're just waiting on those guys to get back in and start going. Hollywood is also live in car if that's something that you're interested in. It's all on the Ruthless Racing YouTube channel. Nonetheless, thanks to anybody who tunes in tonight. Make sure you like the stream. Like I said, Hollywood is also live in car. I'm going to see who got the pole here real quick. Typical on the pole tonight. Going to be your MinaPeach.com pole award winner. Alright, looks like we're going to be doing a new lobby. I'm going to run a pace lap at the beginning of this. If anybody's watching Hollywood over here, I'm going to post the link. Send that over into the Hollywood chat. Alright, so it looks like these guys are just getting everything together for our race at Pocono. And we don't have a whole lot of races left here in the regular season before we make our way over to the playoffs. So we're looking for the schedule. Here we go. Alright, as this week we are we're at Pocono. And next week we are at Darlington. Then we have the Thanksgiving break. And then Indianapolis, Roval, Texas, and then our season finale at Homestead. Our first round of the playoffs will be interesting. Make sure we get all these invites and stuff. Looks like everything's getting under control. Redneck Jesus up in here. He's going to be your hot seat driver tonight from the Pro-Am series. Alright, looks like we're... Alright, looks like they're about ready to start rolling this lobby for us, and thanks to everybody who's over here watching. Superflow first. I guess you were first to say first, and that would be fair to say. Alright, looks like everything's getting underway. 7 people up in the chat already. Thanks to everybody who's joining. Please like the stream if you haven't done so yet. Subscribe if you're new here by some chance. Got Derek up in the chat now, wishing everybody to have a good race. I think most people will have a good race, and we are joining. Somebody was watching my stream. I could hear it through the Ruthless radio in my ear. I appreciate whoever that was. Yeah, pace lap will be happening here at the beginning of this one. Thanks to everybody who's joining. It's Thursday night action. It's the Ruthless Racing Pro Series at Pocono. Be a race number 10 here in Season 3. We only got a few more to go until we reach the playoffs. Skew car has made it here. Gives us the giggity pace lap. We're going to be going underway here. Typical was Mina Peach Polo Award winner tonight. Remember to use code RR11 at minapeach.com to save 11% off your order. Alright, these guys are going to be getting their positions figured out. As I'm not a big fan of whenever this happens because you're kind of scattered all throughout the field. Alright, so we got a pretty good field here tonight. Looks like we are looking at, can't hardly see it, 14 drivers tonight. So it's a pretty good little field here for us. As we'll try to remember all the numbers. There's our hot seat driver in the Pro-Am Series tonight, Redneck Jesus. Had a good race there Tuesday. Typical and Kill It Like Jason will be sitting on the front. MJ Bross in third, Hollywood in fourth, and I'm not quite sure who that is. I think TCR Tyler is starting fifth with Death Before Dishonor beside him. These guys coming up to turn number 3 now, as they are taking their time. I think we're going up to turn number 3. This could be the tunnel turn. No, turn 3. It is taking them a while to get around here, but nonetheless, we are about to be underway from Pocono here in the Ruthless Racing Pro Series. As Typical gets us up to the skew car restart zone out of turn number 3. We'll be get boogity, boogity, boogity. There we go. And we're off. Typical leads us off here at Pocono. Good restart by the inside line. Typical is going to be looking to get up high. And there goes MJ Bross. He doesn't take much time. Typical still has the room to get up there. Good manual restart here from these guys. Oh, we got some guys back here on the apron. J-Wow is going up the track. Oh, we got the 16 up into the wall. I think we heard one wrecking back here. Yeah, I think we did. Kenrod, he was down on that apron. It gets slick down there. Here we got TCR Tyler battling hard on the inside of Death Before Dishonor. Still has the inside. Okay, cool. Rebel Hawk. Awesome. Good to see we got a guy coming through. Appreciate that. Ruthless Racing, the Ruthless Nation showing out over from our Discord community. There's Jason, who started second. Good restart by the inside line. Gets Typical and MJ up ahead of him, which now evens everything out. Hollywood stays in fourth. And then Death Before Dishonor gains a spot on TCR Tyler here on the restart. There we go. Skew car got his student loan pizza. Student loan pizza is the pizza that we love. Student loan pizza, yeah, is the pizza, yeah. So Redneck, our hot seat driver tonight, he's up here in the top 10. Got Big Ben trying to work around the outside of Redneck Jesus here. Typical Steel, your leader, top 6, kind of just hanging out. Got one pit stop to make here in stage number 1 out of 14 laps. No burnout rule tonight here at Pocono. JWoww finds himself kindly off the main group here early on. Have to fix that car up maybe a little bit here on our pit stop whenever that seems to happen. Any flags or cautions from here on out would eliminate that green flag pit stop that will be required. Ascarillo in the 16 finds himself way back early on here at the Tricky Triangle. Death Before Dishonor, a man I have on my radar tonight. Could possibly do something here. Ran real well in practice earlier this week. So, yep, definitely one to look on as Hollywood gets high in turn number 1. It's going to allow the 24 to have a run on the inside. Clears them down the chute here to the tunnel turn. Now that moves Death Before Dishonor up into 4th position. That is Clashing making a start tonight here in the 12 car. Looking to make some moves. Henson just ahead of him. Big Ben just behind. There's MJ Bros. He moved up into 2nd right on the start of this race. Him and Typical have not looked back since then. Everybody just kind of cruising here. Death Before Dishonor, the biggest mover so far. He moves from 6th to 4th since the start of this race up at the front. I can't say the same for anybody in the back. Poor Kenrod, we've seen him get loose, spin it there in turn number 1 on the very first lap. Just got stuck down there in the butter. A mini skew car. It's 124th or 164th diecast. Skew car. Alright, Skew car, he's pretty good on the predictions sometimes. So we'll see. He's saying photo finish tonight here. A lot of strategy could come into play in that last stage with 2 pit stops. Jason looking to the inside there in the last turn. Looking again to the inside. These cars sound really good here tonight. We could start to see some pit stops here. Anybody going to go in? That looks like the Hollywood 14 going to be going in. And maybe the 18 of Henson, yes. Someone else back there, maybe G-Dog. Yep, that's who it is in the 17 coming down pit road this time as well. As we have 7 laps remaining, it would be splitting this stage perfectly in half. Everybody else who is still on track, is going to be running it, I guess, long. So anything past this point is over halfway. And this should be a no tire stop, fuel only for most of these guys, I would imagine. Hopefully everybody takes enough fuel and all that. Looks like the front, don't know if we just got a checkup or if we got some guys looking to go to the pit this time. But we're up here on board Death Before Dishonor. He likes to run it long. As with only one car, MJ Bross, going to go on pit road this time. As the other four remain out, it's going to be up on the G-Dog now. Maybe try to put him a lap down. 17 could stay with this group, though, if they somehow get up to him. Jason hung out to the outside here as Tyler and typical Death Before Dishonor all to the inside. Not quite 3 wide, but peaking in the middle is the 24 there as we're getting ready to go through pit stops. You see the 4 coming out from his stop here. Now it looks like TCR Tyler has taken the lead, maybe going into our pit stops for the leaders. As we try to find them here, get on board with them. There he is. Got the 10 of typical, Death Before Dishonor, and Jason in the 15. Running top 4 right now, it looks like. That'll be Jason going and peeling off to pit road. And that leaves the 47 of Tyler, 10 of typical, and the 24 of Death Before Dishonor as our top running 3 right now, still with the pit stop to make. A lot of earlier stops for some of these guys, so we'll see how these pit stops do work out for these guys. Could see some heat penalties come around. That's right. Got to get on and off pit road clean. Clashin still out here running his piece in the 12. Going to probably go in with the leaders, I would imagine, to maybe try to leapfrog a couple guys who have already pitted. Certainly could work out for that 12th car here. When we'll see these guys pit, I don't know. They must pit before the last 2 laps of the stages. They all go in. That looked a little hot there for the 10. I'm not sure. All right, so here's the battle. As these guys came off pit road, Hollywood going to be right behind them, trying to chase these guys down. Finding down the 4 there as he may or may not cycle to the lead through this time, depending on how good this pit stop was for those guys who just went down pit road. As they are coming. Oh, I don't know if that was a glitch or what. I think the 47 spun it coming off pit road right there. Typical is going to jump out to the lead. Death Before Dishonor cycles right in behind Kill It like Jason. Hollywood still hung out there, but in 5th position. Now it's going to be up to 2nd, 3rd, and 4th to try to chase down this 10 to the end of this stage. Stage number 1 here from Pocono, the Tricky Triangle. Got a victim there in the 47, I think, coming off pit road with those old tires. There we go, Death Before Dishonor. He has been working it here in this one. And he had moved up quite a bit up into this pit stop. And he's now got to settle in the 4th, but it's not a bad spot to be, as these guys are chasing down the 10. As we have 2 laps remaining in stage number 1. You know what that means. That photo finish may come right here in stage number 1. These guys are trying to chase down that Smithfield 10 Mustang. And these guys come out of 3 here and hit the line. That will be the last lap here for stage number 1. Let's see how it happens when we get back around this triangle of tremendous travesty. All right, overhead view as they come down, barreling into 1. It's the last lap of stage number 1 here at Pocono. And everybody's going to be about on similar tire Can the 4 make a move to the inside? He is gaining position as they go up into the tunnel turn. Jamming it down here on the apron as they get up into the tunnel turn. Can the 4 hang on? He's going to be clear on exit. Will he stay off the wall? Everybody does so. Can MJ Bros hang on for stage number 1 here at the Tricky Triangle? Down to the inside goes the 10 of Typical. Will he have the advantage when they get up here on exit? He is not going to be able to touch the quarter panel. Down to the inside goes the 4, and the winner is MJ Bros here in stage number 1. A good battle from the 10 of Typical. I believe 3rd belongs to Death Before Dishonor, being able to beat Jason out for who finishes 4th. And then Hollywood rounding up your top 5 here in stage number 1. Stage break brought to you by Skew Car. It's your Ruthless Racing Pro Series from Pocono. Season 3, Race 10. We'll be right back at you live after this short break. All right, here we go. Stage number 2 about to go green with MJ Bros on the point with Typical next to him. Death Before Dishonor, Hollywood, and Kill It Like Jason rounding up your top 5 here. Clashing going to be in 6th in that 12. Turn 1. Let's see what happens. Up a little bit goes Jason. Not going to really touch the 12. Everybody gets through there kindly clean. Nascarillo looking a little shaky in the rear, but I think we're good. Typical somehow able to get a good run on the outside line and take 1st place. It's kind of how we started the race here. Henson way down to the inside back there out of the tunnel turn as we all dive into turn number 3 here at Pocono. 2 pit stops to get through this stage. As we finish the first lap of stage number 2, 25 laps is what we're looking at. Thanks to everybody who is watching here, 11 of you all right now. I greatly appreciate it. Please remember to like the stream. Subscribe if you're new here. You will have joined over 1,700 people who have now subscribed to our Ruthless Racing YouTube channel here. So much appreciated to any of you that have hit that subscribe button or are about to. Greatly appreciate you. Alright, so JWoww still finds himself kind of back here in the back, kind of looking for places to be, places to go. He gets into the rear of the 38 there, grabs a little wall. Honey Mustard against the fence here at Pocono. Down to the inside, Hollywood has found some kind of momentum, has brought him to the lead, but washes up out of 1, not going to be able to hold it. Goes the 10 back to the lead. MJ Bros going to cycle to 3rd as we have a battle down below them. So try to find out who that was. That's going to be Clashing and Jason down there. A little bump to Death Before Dishonor in the tunnel turn. He's going to have to try to avoid the wall. Barely does so. Everybody's like, oh no, is he going to come back across the track? But no, professionalism there from the 24 as he only cycles back a few positions. Clashing now finding some momentum through the field. Oh, maybe a little touch with the wall there. You see our Ford car. He's going way down the low side trying to get around Hollywood, and he does it. He's able to cycle back up into 2nd position. The 15 of Jason not going to be clear on the outside of Hollywood, but has to dive down to the inside. Washing up is the 4 a little bit. 15 has a decision to make. Goes to back behind the 4, as that's going to leave Clashing out to dry. Nope. Yes, as he is down there quite a bit. He has to cycle all the way back behind the 24 here. Good racing up front. 2 pit stops to be made. So there is some strategy to work on here. Oh, we got the 23, I think, touching the wall. Out of the tunnel turn. Jason finds himself worked up to third position now. Henson trying to work his way up through the fields. Got the 45 of Big Ben behind him. These two guys can grab that draft off the 12 of Clashing in this front pack and be right up there with it. Now, something that we could see is maybe these guys break off into a couple of lines, especially down this chute to the tunnel turn. A lot of guys not so great in turn number 1. And then a lot of people have trouble with the tunnel turn, including myself. Probably my worst turn on this track. And it's just a great place to try to make a move on somebody. And people who tend to not be so great at the tunnel turn will kind of let out a little more so they can assure that they won't hit that wall on exit. But everybody now kind of figuring it out. Hey, I got 2 pit stops to make here, so I should probably kind of chill out and maybe get to that, because this is going to be a long run, maybe on some worn tires, depending on how you split this stage. Could go get some tires in the last stop if you pit in about 4 to 6 laps. If you pit in about 4 to 6 laps, no tires, you can make your next stop a tire stop with enough fuel to make it to the end of this stage number 2. Same strategy going to kind of run into stage number 3, unless some kind of caution ends the stage here or something of that effect. We do run manual cautions here in the Pro Series, so anything is possible, as Kevin Garnett once said. There's Big Ben. Put the spotlight on that 45. You know, probably the most fire-ass paint scheme on this game. I mean, it's just be real. It's awesome. But, could do without the ilm, I guess. Nonetheless, Big Ben said he's looking to get his top 5 tonight. And, you know, the man could do it with some strategy. He asked what would I do, and I told him what I done. And I got a second place finish Tuesday night, finishing behind JCR Titans. Felt like I could have got him if a few things would have went a little differently. But nonetheless, good race by Titans. Shout out to him on that win Tuesday. Big Ben looking to make moves tonight and get up there. And maybe join me in the booth for an interview. We'll see what that 45's got under the hood. We mentioned Death Before Dishonor before. He's going to be a tough customer tonight. Getting on and off pit road is going to be the main key here. And you pit like a super speedway here, 55 miles an hour going in. And that leaves a lot of room for people to be too slow or, too fast. Typical, way down to the inside in turn number 1. Not sure. Oh, looks like we got some kind of mechanical issue with the 10 car. I'm hearing from the Ruthless radio. Oh, off the wall, the 18 just ahead of them. Mechanical issues here for the 10, hearing over the team radio. Saying we're having a pedal issue. Maybe a sticky throttle or something here for a 10 car. Had to get out of the way. All right, so the battle has changed. TCR Tyler up here battling with MJ Bross on the front. I told you we'll see these guys maybe break off into 2 lines. Coming down the short chute to the tunnel turn. This is going to be interesting. We're going to try to get up here to the front. MJ Bross, they actually just decided to go back in line. We don't want to be doing that. Still 2 pit stops to be made. Hey, we got Rick Slick up in here. Hey, what's up, Jack? Join the Ruthless Discord. Skew Car's still around. He might hook us up if he don't have pizza on his fingers. Skew Car might hook us up with that Discord link. You can join there. Find Hollywood in the Discord and ask him how to get involved. Got Rick up here, trackside, back in our chat tonight. Appreciate everybody who's joined. Please like the stream, subscribe if you're new here. Much appreciated. Yeah, Jack, just keep eye out for the Discord link to maybe pop in here, and you can join our Discord there. Right now, MJ Bros, TCR Tyler, Hollywood, and Kill It Like Jason is fourth. Depth before Dishonor rounding up our top 5 right now. Somebody said they were pitting. That's going to be Henson. Oh, into the wall. Heavy on his pit stop. Goes the 18. Heavy nose damage. Not going to be great there for his first stop in stage number 2. G-Dog comes in behind him. Good stop, or good entry for him. Unfortunate for the 18 as he goes in and just loses control, I guess. Hollywood running a stiff third at the moment. On pit road now, G-Dog. Big Ben finds himself kind of floated back the pack here. Maybe got the wall on one of these turns. It is called the tricky triangle for a reason, as most of the field goes down pit road. Maybe a couple of those guys got some black flags. I don't know. Looked like we had some guys going in there pretty hot. But Hollywood, nonetheless, decides to keep it on track. And he may be the only one to do that. Maybe Redneck Jesus if he has not went in yet. But everybody, yep, looks like everybody but Hollywood. And he's going to try to just go down right now. And we'll see what this is able to do for the 14 car. These pit stops are going down. This is our only car out on the that has not pit yet. 2 pit stops to be made here in this stage. There he goes down pit road now, pitting the lap after most of the field. You would have to hope that these guys don't really get paired up real good whenever they all come out of pit road. Oh no, looks like Ben had some issues. Did not have that damage before his pit stop. Alright, so here was that pack that all went in together, and no penalties out of this bunch, as they are still tightly wound together as they dive it down into turn number 3 here in stage number 2. Looks like some guys are going to take tires, some guys may not have. Alright, they're going to have to look for the exiting cars here. Hollywood is coming off pit road, and he's not going to be there. He's just going to have to try to find a spot right behind these guys and hope he can get up there. All right, looks like a lot of guys want to go no tires maybe on this next stop for them, which would be interesting. Most guys taking the tires here. Oh, a little bump from Jason on the 24. He's going to go up and grab some wall. In turn number 3, he's going to cycle back down in front of Hollywood. He has the room. Maybe a little help to Hollywood here. He's going to have a little draft to pull on. Have a little help here from the 24 if they can maintain some speed to catch these guys in the next couple of turns to get back up onto the top 5. Clashing in the 12, biggest mover here off the pit stops, I believe, as he is now in 3rd position. MJ, TCR Tyler, 1-2 at the moment. Jason moved up to 4th. And Typical has now found his way back up to 5th after a little mechanical issue before the pit stop in this stage. Nobody grabbing the wall here so far. I imagine we'll start seeing some loose race cars come the end of this stage. We have 11 laps remaining with one pit stop as well. Once again, appreciate everybody who's watching here tonight. This is your Ruthless Racing Pro Series from Pocono on the Ruthless Racing YouTube channel. Thanks to our sponsor SKUCAR and SKU2 with 2 O's on YouTube. Make sure you use code SKUCAR for $20 off your first ticket purchase at SeatGeek.com. Also, thank you to MinaPeach.com and Typical, who won our Mina Peach Pole Award this evening. Remember to use code RR11 at MinaPeach.com for 11% off your order. Nonetheless, back to stage 2 action here, clashing, going down into the checkerboards on the front stretch. Not sure what happened. Maybe got a little loose. Typical down to the inside. Things getting a little shifty here. Hollywood has help with the help of death, has caught back up to this front pack. But the front two of Tyler and MJ Bross have kind of moved on, it seems to be. Jason just kind of hanging on to third here. One pit stop still to go for these guys. I wonder when they choose to take it. Going to be some strategy. If everybody took tires on that last stop, I imagine maybe nobody takes tires on this stop. Down to the inside goes TCR Tyler on the 4. He's going to force the 4 to hang on to it on the high side. Jason working with the 47, going to try to mesh up into the top lane. He is clear. It's kindly close there back to Typical, as he's going to have a lot of cars behind him as Clashing goes down to work with the 47. The 4 not able to get down to the apron. Real close to that wall as we get single filed once again. That was all tight fitting for sure right there. It's like them pyramid blocks, boy. You couldn't do it with modern technology. That's how tight that shit was. Oh, a little aggressive bunt drafting here. Just one pit stop remaining for us. Some guys, I think, have made those. Might be a Kenrod getting a little out of shape there. Tyler making moves back down to the inside here on the 4. Most people stay to the bottom as they decide to mesh right back up behind the 4 once again. Interesting how these guys are choosing to run this here, not being aggressive now. Pass the guy now, don't have to pass him later. Jason has ran very solidly in third since the last pit stop. Down to the inside, the 15 here, look maybe to make a move. Yep, he is doing that, trying to make a move there, but he's not going to like the consequences of that. Nope, he gets back in front of Typical here in the 10, as he's able to give a push down into 1. $15 might have got up to the wall there a little bit. Oh, 12 cuts over in front of the 47. Felt like maybe he was in danger there, maybe. He's going to dive it into the inside on the apron of turn number 2. And it kind of puts Death Before Dishonor in a tough spot. Looks like Hollywood may have already went in for his pit stop. Don't see him back up here anymore. Got 6 laps remaining. Not sure who went into pit road there. Right, so now our leader is Clashing in the 12. We'll try to go find him. There's Jason on pit road. MJ on pit road. Oh, Clashing. I believe we saw him get loose. That allows TCR Tyler to get around him to claim the lead, as these guys still have their one pit stop to make in stage number 2. As we are coming down to it, though. Only 6 laps remaining. I'm sorry, be 4 laps remaining for these guys that stay out. You just have to pit before 2 to go, so they have to pit the next lap. Should be pitting here. That's 5. Yeah, okay. Sorry, everybody. Got the laps kind of mixed up. But everybody's coming down to their last pit stop. These guys have not pit yet. That would be the 47 of TCR Tyler, the 12 of JCR Clashing, and the 10 of Typical RRS. So 3 different leagues, all being, shown up here in the top 3 for now. And these guys have been running up front most of this stage. Clashing decides to keep it out here for another lap, as that makes it 4 to go right there. Got the laps mixed up a second ago. So we would have to pit this lap, so you don't get that in-game black flag for pitting while pit road is closed. As Clashing remains on track, that is your leader. Everybody else who has pit already, they're chasing this guy. He's got to get down and out really good. He's been getting loose. So we'll see how his entry to pit road will look. We've seen Henson get out of whack earlier, and I think we saw some damage on some other cars that might have met that same fate coming into pit road here. Now, I don't know. That might have been hot. That might have been a little fast. But I think this is where the battle is. All right, so MJ was able to get stage number 1 over Typical late in it. Well, he meet the same fate, but via Hollywood. Don't know. We'll see how this one's going to work out. He's got 3 to go. Looks like MJ Bross, Hollywood, Typical, TCR Tyler's are top 4. And Kill It Like Jason rounding up her top 5 there. There it is. There you go, top 5 in view. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Two to go here in stage number 2. I believe all these guys just went in and took fuel on this last stop. The tunnel turn was a tough one for some guys. Hollywood gains some time there on the 4. As we go down into turn number 3, a bad entry for the 14. He has to get down into the center of the turn. Hopefully he doesn't get up too high out of the exit. Good there by the 14. Draft breaking by the 4. 1 to go here in stage number 2 from Pocono. Can Hollywood chase down the 4 of MJ Bross and keep him from taking stages 1 and 2 here tonight? MJ Bross has been on a mission here in the Pro Series this season. Hollywood gets a little loose out of that turn there. As we go down into the tunnel turn here. He did gain some time here in the last lap, but don't think it's going to be enough. Turn number 3 is your last hope. Typical dives it down low. Maybe the momentum once they come off this exit. And it's not going to be good enough for anybody. MJ Bros takes the stages 1 and 2. Hollywood second in this one. Typical third. TCR Tyler fourth. And Kill It Like Jason rounding up your top 5. Tonight in stage number 2 from Pocono. Stage break brought to you by Skew Car. We will be right back with stage number 3 at you live. 2 pit stops and all kinds of mayhem right after this short break. All right, now stage number 3 underway. Hollywood, MJ Bros on the point. Typical, TCR Tyler, Kill It Like Jason, your top 5. Looks like we've had a couple of cars meet their demise to engine failure. It's going to be Kenrod and J-Wow tonight, unfortunately. Oh, I think the game has kicked out some people for us. I think. Oh, up into the wall goes Nash Carrillo. Everybody avoids him. I'm trying to make sure. I think the game just kicked someone out on me. All right. Here's the deal. We're doing a manual caution at the line real quick. We're going to back out of this, come back. Just real quick. No need to worry. We're coming right back. That's what I'm saying. I think the game, I've heard some things. I think the game did it. We're professionals. We've done this a few times. All right, we are under caution in the race right now. There was an issue. So whenever we get back over here, they will be pacing under manual caution conditions. The Wi-Fi valve springs. I like that one. I'm buying in on that one. What in the hell? See, is Kenrod still in this race or what? Is it just not going to let me see him? This is not good. There is a car missing on Hollywood stream, so I think that might have just been Kenrod and the game was just No, I think the game just did that. They were like, oh, this car was here. It never was. All right, to the best of my knowledge, we are all good. Everybody's just pitting under our manual caution here. Mascarillo and Henson coming off pit road here. Hey, Modern Warfare 3 comes out tomorrow. There you go. Hey, Skew Car, if you don't have pizza fingers, could you please post the Discord link? I think we had a couple guys interested. Would appreciate that if you could do that. If not, just let me know. Try to hook it up here. My phone's in there on the charging map. Thank you, Neff, son. Everybody wait for the Skew Car to post the Discord link. You can join the Ruthless Discord if you're interested in racing. Get in there and get a hold of us. Let us know what you're about. Nonetheless, these guys are looking to restart this race here in stage number 3. I think we'll still be looking at maybe 2 pits. We'll look at the laps to go when we get restarted here as they round turn number 3. All right, here we go. We're in the Skew Car restart zone, and we are restarted. Looks like our leader was MJ Bross, and he chose the outside, and man, he got a hellacious restart. Not going to be clear for Hollywood there on the outside. Oh! The 12 maybe lagging. That might have just been me. Oh, 23 up into the wall back there. Oh, we're getting shaky. I believe we do got a little lag out of that 12. MJ Brasso leading this thing. TCR Tyler behind him. Killing it like Jason. Those 3 later on in this race have really been the ones to beat so far. So we started with 21 laps remaining. So I think we're just going to be down to 1 stop now. Oh no, the 18 down, up into the wall. And out of the race. More mechanical issues for the 10. Oh, we got one up into the wall back there. That was the 45 of Big Ben. All right, so we're trying to figure everything out here. I guess 18 decided maybe that was the end of his day, crashing it that hard. For a manual caution, we have to have 2 cars or more in the same incident, or a relaxed game caution. Oh, sorry, yeah, you can't post links unless you got a wrench. Yeah, Discord link's up there if anybody wants to click it by SKU Car. If you would like to join the Ruthless Discord. Pin that for you, everybody, to see. Appreciate you, SKU Car, for that. Yep, I already see somebody join. Which one of your speed kills? Huh? Hope you like flat stick. Alright, so top 5's figured it out. 1 stop to make it to the end. I imagine they'll split this about right in half. And probably take 4 tires as well. So it's going to be all down to the pit stop, I do believe. Top 5 here basically figured it out. We were kind of all over the place there for a moment. Got kind of dicey. Typical finds himself back here as Clashing goes to make a move to the inside up to the tunnel, or I'm sorry, up into turn number 3. You see the top 4 up there ahead. Battle by TCR Tyler on the 4 of MJ Bross. He's going to try to stay battling on the inside into turn number 1. Does have the advantage, maybe not clear. Drawing door to door on exit, maybe slight contact there for the 4, maybe not. Hollywood, a good push down the chute here into the tunnel turn. Can the 47 hang on to it down there? Well, they have to let out too much. 4 cars got good momentum there on that high side. We've seen it before, and he's going to have it this time as well. As 47 of Tyler's just going to have to sneak in front of Hollywood, and that draws their top 4 back even. Oh, the 12 of Clashing back there doing a little lag dance. Alright, so these guys are trying to draw it back even once again. You know, you make a pass now, you don't have to make it later. 14 laps remaining for us here in this one. It's your Ruthless Racing Pro Series from Pocono on the Ruthless Racing YouTube channel. Alright, we got some good pacing here from these guys. I'm just waiting to see what this is going to look like once we get through that last pit stop. Skew car called for a photo finish tonight, and if everybody gets on and off pit road right, and depending on how the strategies, who's going to do what, right side tires or whatever, it's going to be interesting. Someone could have the strategy that just gets them out there so far ahead. We're hoping that, they get ran down or whatever, but no. Right now they are bumper to bumper up front. Death before dishonor is maybe some unfortunate circumstance, as he finds himself kind of just out of the top 6 here, running 7th, just off the draft. Jason, another car we've seen be real strong since about mid-stage 2, kind of finds himself here in 6th. Death before dishonor is going to make his pit stop now, as it looks like the 5 that remain on track, I'm sorry, the 6 here, are trying to work back up here to our top 2 of MJ Bross, TCR Tyler, Hollywood 3rd, typical 4th, clashing 5th. Kill it like Jason just finds himself right there outside the top 5. Pit stop still remains to make it to the end of this race. Who will win Pocono? Can anybody stop MJ Bross? Or, I mean, even typical, it seems like these 2 guys win all of the races. So, can we get us a new winner tonight? I think we'll see most guys pit in this lap. And, yep, that's all of them. Ooh, I don't know if everybody got in there clean. This is our pack, though, down pit road. Death before dishonor. I'm hoping to maybe catch a little time on these guys. He pit a lap before, but they were all kind of battling and stuff coming back around. All right, your skew car pit stop's underway. Looks like maybe these guys are going to take 4 tires. I don't know. Interesting. Kind of come right back out together here. Hollywood going to try to move Cycle out maybe. J-Wow stays out on track. That makes him the new leader. Alright, there goes J-Wow down on pit road as these guys will be cycling around to take the lead from them. That puts Hollywood up into 1st here for now. As we get down to the money laps. MJ Bross looks to make a move to the inside to push the issue into turn number 1. Typical going to follow suit down here. 9 laps remaining. May the best car win. Photo finish, question mark? That's what Skew Car said earlier, and maybe it's coming. MJ Bross jumps all the way out to the lead. Typical up to 2nd. Hollywood now 3rd, clashing 4th. I'm sorry. TCR Tyler 4th, clashing 5th. Oh, a little bump there maybe from the 10 on the 4 as they go down the front straightaway to the inside as the 10. A big push from the 14. Reversed conditions here for the 4. He put the same move on the 14 last lap. The 10 will be clear on the high side. Will he ditch his man that helped push him down into this turn? Down goes the 4. No Holly spin, no. Stay in the throttle. Don't wreck it, big fella. He hangs on to it, though. He might move back here to 5th position, but no spin out of him. Moves Typical all the way up to the lead. What a shot that was. Holy hell. Might be G-Dog done for the night. Alright, Typical finds himself out in the lead late in this one. Can he steal one? He got stage number 1 stole from him, which allowed MJ Bross in the 4 to win stage number 1 and stage number 2. Little mechanical issues here and there for the 10 car tonight. Hopefully he can stay clean for these last few laps, as we're down to 7 right now. Once again, thanks to everybody who's watching. Please like the stream if you haven't done so. Subscribe if you're new here. Over 1,700 of you have subscribed now to Ruthless Racing's YouTube channel. So we greatly appreciate that. And there have been a lot of you in and out here tonight on the stream, so greatly appreciate that. Been some great action, great racing here as the lead was regained by the 4, but back to the inside once again goes Typical. Not going to have the push. This time the push is going to be on the outside. Here comes Hollywood to help him again. Just for a brief moment. Slings it down in there, goes the 10. Will he be clear on exit? He could snap it up there for the slaughter. He gets it done. Second to Typical. Ruthless Racing Pro Series from Pocono have been nothing short of exciting. We've had action all over the track tonight. 6 laps to go. Typical finds himself in another dangerous situation. 12 washing up the track here in turn number 3. Going to allow Hollywood to the inside to take over 4th. Hollywood not out of this hunt, still sniffing off the draft as they come around this time to take 5 to go. We're brewing down to an awesome finish here in this Ruthless Racing Pro Series action on Thursday night from Pocono. The tricky triangle has proven to be just that, true to its trickiness for a lot of these guys tonight. MJ has been the one to win the first 2 stages. Invite anybody you know, share this stream to somebody that wants to watch some racing come down to the wire, because that's exactly what's happening here. 5 cars are still in the hunt as of right now as we come out of turn number 3. And once we get to the line, it'll be 4 to go. We've had 3 lead changes in the last 3 laps. 4 lead changes, I think, maybe. 3 or 4 in the last 3 laps, and we're coming down to it here. Everybody might play it cool for the next couple of laps, but I imagine not everybody's going to be holding it still. Because once the antsiness is going to sit in, there's too many corners here, too many different corners to make a mistake here at Pocono. Still playing it cool now. Top 5 all in the hunt for this one here from Pocono. Been a real good race. All the pit stops have been real close. And it's coming down to this. Out of 3 down the front stretch. And 3 to go when they hit the line. Oh, MJ maybe a little bit up the track here. Well, Typical down to the inside. Typical still on the inside going into the tunnel turn. MJ Bross been tough on that outside on the tunnel turn all night. We're getting a little bit jammed up here. It's going to allow a little bit of push from the 14. It's going to help the 10 here into 3. Going to be clear on the 4. Will he leave his buddy once again? Hollywood burnt once again by his friend in the 10. No, he wants to keep him down there in the draft. 2 to go here from Pocono. It's coming down to this. Door to door, only 2 to go through turn 1. Down the short chute, down to the tunnel turn here. Still side by side, 2 deep here up front. Everybody, keeps it together. Hollywood loses a little bit there, clashing just off here in 5th position. Still door to door for the lead through turn number 3. Typical MJ back and forth here. Typical sets back up, I think, as we go back around. It's going to be 1 to go, presented by Skew Car here from Pocono. Driving all the way down to the checkers for this one. We're on board with Typical, who has MJ Bross ahead, Hollywood just behind him. All 4 of these cars have been pretty much in contention all night long. 1 to go here. What will Typical do? Breaking the draft is the 4 of MJ Bross. 4, 10, and 14. 1, 2, 3 at the moment. Moving to the inside goes Hollywood. Will he be able to make the move on the 10? All the way to the inside goes TCR Tyler. We are 3 wide for second. Tyler goes to make a move through the middle. This is one of the most insane pieces of racing I've ever seen. No, what are we doing? Oh, we got one around Hollywood. There he is. Down to the inside. Will it be MJ Bross? And it is here from Pocono. TCR Tyler in second. Hollywood in third. My God, what a finish here from the Pocono Mountains in Pennsylvania. The Tricky Triangle has proven to be one of the hardest tracks in all of racing. And today we see a spectacular finish to finish out Season 3's Race 10 here in the Pro Series. Hang out, as that finish was brought to you by Skew Car. If you want to see more shit like that, subscribe. Woo! All right, everybody, hang out. Here we're going to have post-race interviews with your top 3. We'll get to that winner, MJ Bross, several times throughout the last few laps. It was back and forth. So many lead changes there off that last pit stop. And, I mean, it didn't stop before the pit stop either. It was insane. TCR Tyler, fastest lap of the evening, unless somebody left with the faster one. All right, so we'll get over to that 4 car. That will be our winner this evening. Wait for those guys to get up in here. Appreciate everybody who's watched this evening. Make sure you like the stream. Subscribe if you're new here. Man, what a finish. No, Hollywood getting everybody in here. Wait for our man, MJ Bross. There he is. My God, what a race. Man, I mean, you was up there all evening, and that stage 3, though. I mean, you got the first 2 stages. Got around Typical in the last lap of stage 1. Kind of just held off Hollywood for stage 2. But, man, that last stage, even before that one required pit stop, it was just back and forth all the way. I mean, how'd you hang on to that? 3 wide at the finish. It was wild.
He's still loading into the chat.
Oh, man. I hope he didn't hear me. What says his mom? Shit.
Mike, you got a copy? Alright.
So you didn't hear anything I said? Yeah, you. No, you're good. Okay.
All right, sorry about that.
Oh, you're good,
Go
man.
ahead.
Like I said, you were able to win stage one with a pass on typical there on the last lap, but kind of just hold off Hollywood for stage two, and then stage three was just a battle kind of throughout the whole daggone thing, and then it comes down to basically a three wide finish. I mean, just man, what did it take to win at the Tricky Triangle?
Uh, I don't know. It was tough. It was really tough those last couple laps. That was probably one of the hardest races I've ever had to run, especially at Pocono. I thought what the 10 was gonna be probably, I don't know, my toughest threat there. He almost got, I think he got to my door at the tumble turn. It was really close. And then me and the Tyler just drag raced back to the line. It was just crazy. I knew it was going to be. There was like 4 or 5 guys that came out of pit road like on top of each other, and it was 7 laps of hard racing, but it was super fun. Everybody was racing each other. It's super clean. I mean, we might have bounced off each other a little bit here and there, but it was really a fun race.
Yeah, another win for you here. Even more sweep, winning both of the stages. So really good looking for you now as we get towards the later part of this season. I think we're at Darlington next week. How's that track suit you?
Darlington, phew, I don't know. That's gonna be difficult. I'm not very good there, so it's good to get one at my home track, Pocono, because that's one of my better tracks, I think. So Uh, might not be up there next week. We'll see. I'll definitely have to do some testing and get up to date, but look forward to the challenge for sure. And congrats to the top three, and thanks for racing me clean and hard there, Tyler, at the end.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, there you hear it. The hometown kid gets a win at Pocono in the four. Once again, thanks and congratulations. Thanks for racing. Congratulations on winning. As always, there, MJ Bros. All right, so we'll move over to our second place finisher in the 47 tonight. Man, good race out of you tonight. You were just hanging in there all night long, and then on the last lap, make one of the craziest moves I've ever seen on this game. I mean, I thought you had it. I really did. So just kind of just let us know what that was like. Just being right there on the fringe of it all night, and then just making that awesome move and having it almost work out.
You know, wasn't bad. Tonight was a lot of fun. Hands down, one of the best league races I've ever attended to. Um, I almost lost it all. Stage one, I came out with no tires, and I wasn't expecting how slippery it was, and I almost spun out in front of the whole field, wrecked everybody. I was able to rally back though, and just kind of hang on to everybody throughout, through fourth, fifth. So it was tough racing, just trying to stay with everybody, and then right there at that end, I knew I throughout the whole race, I knew turn two, the tunnel turn was my spot. That's where I was making the most ground. I was backing my entries up. Um, so right there when they went in too wide and then almost three wide, and then they did go three wide, I had already backed that entry up, so I was able to get on the inside and push it. And then going into turn three, I was just barely able to clear the 14 and then get the right side of. Um, but I was driving so hard on that outside, I really didn't have a great entry because I entered from the bottom. So my car started to slide right there. I tried side drafting him down the front stretch to get to him the line, but that car's fast, man. The four car is always fast. He always brings a good ride, good show. Uh, I'm not upset to finish second to one of the fastest guys in this league. So all in all, I consider it a good day, and to my next race here in 2 weeks, wherever we're going there.
Yeah, I mean, good run out of you there in that 47 tonight, Tyler, as always, thanks for racing. Congrats on getting second. Yeah, like you said, it ain't nothing to hang your head on. You literally gave it all you had, and it almost worked out.
Sure, thank you.
Yep. All right, now over to our third place finisher, Hollywood. Man, get up here in the booth again in the top three, and it comes down to a 3-wide finish. Ultimately, you were kind of in the bad part of that move by Tyler. You know, he makes that move to get around you and tries to get around MJ, but y'all keep it close coming down that front stretch. Just let us know maybe something you could have done different in stage 2 to maybe try to win that one, and what's something you maybe think you could have done different at the end.
Yeah, I mean, as far as stage 2 goes, I had the fresher tires on Mike by a lap because I stayed out a lap longer. Cars weren't driving the greatest, and I got in the wall a little bit off 2. That kind of gave him the gap he needed. And then I was beating him a little bit in 1, and I backed it up, and I was going to try and get it run. I had been doing that the last couple laps, and it was working. But got in the throttle too quick, slid up the track too tight, and that was that. But yeah, I'm just trying to get points here. If a win comes out of it, even better, a chance at a win. That was awesome. But it was a great points day. So, again, kind of how I said yesterday with that Phoenix race, once those 2 stages were over and I knew I had points, I was kind of ready to go for it in stage 3. And then, the end was just crazy. Those last, you could even say from when that caution came out in stage 2, after that, it was on. Tyler made a couple moves on the first run, and then we kind of settled back down, made the pit stops, and then it was all bets off after that. Typical was up there. I don't remember who was side by side and who was on the inside or outside going into 2 there, but I thought I was in a pretty good position. Tyler backed it up, got under me, and that was going to be my move, and he kind of jumped me on it. And but then I think Mike blocked him lower than where Tyler was, right? And I was like, oh, they're going to both wash up. So I checked up and, kind of waited to get on the throttle in 3. But they both did a good job staying off each other, running each other clean, and getting a good exit. And, I had a little bit of exit speed, but not enough to get to the nose. Typical was a big loser in that. I think he went from, being right there to 4th. But, that was a great race out of everybody. One of the best Pocono races I've been at. Probably my best run at Pocono as well. So, that was just a blast. Probably, I don't know. We've had some close finishes side by side, but as far as, a whole run worth of racing, this was the best racing we've seen this season. So, Darlington's going to be a little bit different. Going to be a little tougher, but this is good momentum going into Darlington and heading towards the playoffs for myself. So, thank you all the fans that tuned in tonight. I saw we had upwards of 15 people watching at some point, so that's awesome. And let's just continue the momentum and keep building this league and getting ready for the playoffs, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah, good run, Hollywood. Good top 3. Thanks for everything you do for not only the league, but for, our drivers and stuff, with the setups, all that. So it's good to see, you put all that to get out there, and then you get a little bit back here tonight. But
shout out Skew Car too.
Yeah, Skew Car
Skew
as
Car
always.
and Skew Car too. We'll shout them both out. Me and Peach, we got Rogue Energy. All that information is posted. Anybody that's watching that's not in our Discord, it's just an open Discord. It's basically a Heat 5 community Discord, if you want to put it that way. It's just got the title of Ruthless Racing. But everybody's pretty active, pretty cool in there. So if you haven't joined, go ahead and take that invite link and come hang out with us and get notified when we're going live and what races we're putting on and stuff. But yeah, congratulations to Mike and Tyler also finishing on the podium, and thank you, Stu, for doing the broadcast tonight.
Yeah, no problem. So you heard the man. Go join the Discord. Once again, congratulations. Hometown win for MJ Bra. Second by TCR Tyler with, that amazing move. If you're just tuning in somehow, make sure you go back there and watch stage 3. That was awesome. Hollywood with the 3rd place finish. But nonetheless, make sure you tune in Tuesday, Pro-Am Series taking on the Lady in Black, Darlington, and, the House of Dale, some people might like to call it. But without further ado, make sure you like, subscribe, join the Discord. A lot of cool shit happens here at Ruthless Racing, so make sure you're a part of it. Without further ado, rock on, race on, Ruthless Racing.